ask for eyes that see, ears that hear, and a heart full of understanding. I thank you for the messages that come through and ask that you deliver them to those that need them. Thank you. Okay, guys. 3 piles, as is the norm. Pile 1, we have captured, and it has this cage, and you have this gorgeous fire quartz. Look at that sucker. Oh my god. I love this thing. Pile 2, you have dream, and you have this, it's called Mexican crazy lace. It's got a lot of little details in there. In pile 3, you have a strength card with this golden healer. Look at, isn't that neat looking with that little part right there? Love that. All right, and if you would like to choose with your Zodiac, let's get those out. We're gonna go with pile 1, Leo, Gemini, Taurus, and what are you? Virgo. Pile 2 is Capricorn, Pisces, Aquarius, and Aries. And pile 3 is Libra, Cancer, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. So as a little tiny reminder, I do want to tell you guys, some of you probably have already skipped ahead, so you're not going to hear this, but my body, you know, I am considered disabled, and my body is going through it sometimes, and I'm still deciding to record even though today is not one of the best days. And because of this, you'll probably hear it in my voice. I'm a little bit quivery. No worries, guys. This is just my life. That's how it goes. So anyway, take your time if you need to. Timestamps are down in the description. I'll see you at your pile. Okay, pile 1. We have your fire quartz pillar. We will sit here. I don't know why, but I'm wanting to point it this direction for some reason. If you chose with your Zodiac, we have Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, and Leo. You have the captured card. And then we've got some Oracle, and I'm also going to grab a tarot deck to use. Let's go ahead and see what your Oracle are. Fire. Engage your invisibles. Love unabashedly. And financial security. Interesting. Huh. Okay. The tarot deck I'm using is called Under the Tarot, or Under the Oak Tarot. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Let's go ahead and get these out. Interesting. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. That feels like 2. It's not. Okay. Okay. This is like, for some reason, it's got importance on it. Which, to me, is like, aren't they all? But that one need, oh, okay. I'm feeling the need to stop. We might grab more later, but as of right now, that's where it's at. Okay, let's see. The Chariot. Okay. And 4 of Cups. Okay, if you are into numbers, let me give you those. We have a 24, 19, 19, 40. The Chariot is 7, and then a 4 for 4 of Cups. Huh. Okay. The first thing I'm noticing is this looking this way, looking this way. These two are looking at each other. This one's going that direction, but I'm really caught on these 2 cards at the moment. I do, I do want to read because this is a brand new deck to me, and it's a little bit of like a fantasy world, like a storytelling. So I do want to read what it says for the Chariot and see if there's any kind of like fun, interesting thing that needs to be added into here. So give me one sec. Okie dokie. So nothing super distinct in regards to this deck really spoke out to me for this pile within the book. So what I do want to say is with the financial security card pointing towards the Chariot and the Four of Cups also pointing towards the Chariot, I feel like it's saying you've done your work. Like you've worked hard and now it's time for victory. And that victory could be truly financial security, or it could just be the sense of security. You've done all you can, you're doing good, keep going, but you're here. You're at the success. There's so much with this tarot deck that is about having faith in the unseen. So basically what it is it's about a girl that travels into a different world and she's blind. She can't see the unique beings that are in this world, but she has her senses about her still. So you'll see in this card, she can still smell the roses even though she can't see. And here she's relying on this stone being, whatever you want to call it, this Chariot. She's like in a relaxed position, hanging on the shoulders, and victory will continue. Things will continue. You've worked hard. It's time for a rest. It's going to succeed, what you've been working at. Okay. Now I'm getting to get more cards. All right, they're taking a little while, which tells me something. That one feels right, and this one feels right. Okay. We have Temperance and Seven of Wands. And lastly, the High Priestess. So if you want also the numbers for that, we've got 2, 7, and 14. I'm wanting to get a better view of this card, the High Priestess. It's very interesting. In this card, I do not see the girl, the blind girl. She is not here, which perhaps that's just because it's about the High Priestess. But the High Priestess is like this winged swan or crane. I'll show you. We've got the dark and the light trees, the growth of the flowers. They look like peonies to me. It could be other things, but I'm feeling a softness with this card. I'm feeling a Okay. All right. It's a rising above. So we've got these two cards that are on the end here, right? And one is captured and you've got a cage. And then this is almost like this dome is representing the same shape as this cage, and the high priestess has come up above that. They're standing on top of it. And so it is rising above. It is becoming who you are. It is acknowledging your trauma, your past, the hardships, and seeing how far you've come. There is, sorry, this does feel slightly jumpy, guys. I am feeling a little bit like, oh, I'm being pulled this direction. Oh, I'm being pulled this direction. Might be something that goes on with you. That might be something you deal with mentally or spiritually. But I am over here now, and fire, engage your invisibles, and love unabashedly. I actually feel like it is all for the same topic. It is, oh, it's an encouragement to dive back into the passion that you have for the spiritual world. Love it. Stop judging. That's what's holding you captive. This is what's making you stay in the cage, right? Taking a sip of coffee while I'm grabbing more info. Okay, and now with this card, just purely oracally speaking, I'm getting being watchful over the energy transference. What is happening? What is happening around you? How are people responding to you? How are you responding to them? What about your friends, your family? And just watching how they respond to each other. Seeing the energy transfer, being very aware of it. This is, some people are just gifted this way, and other people, this comes with growth and maturity and learning and going through the experiences. But they are, yeah, so I'm a feeling for some of you, it's an encouragement to like kind of look at that. And then for others, it's a shout out to you. Like, we see you. We see that you notice these things. There is some kind of beast in here, and there's these like, let me see if I can show you better. There's these thorns, but there's also all these like will-o'-the-wisps, and, or if you want to call them that, maybe they're not, maybe they're just lights. I get a sense with this card, a challenges, but with a lack of fear. In other words, you don't have to be scared of what's ahead. It's like, okay, I can, now she can't see, but she will be led through. And you can see the problems before you and you will be led through them. It's not a, okay, sorry, I'm receiving words now. Let go and give in. Just let go and let them guide because it's for who you are, the way you are made and created. This is easier. Some of us do better when we give up control. You will not be led astray. You will not be led astray. The thing that is scary is not scary. It's being lit up, and it might be scared. You know, you come to a wild animal and, you know, a cat, if it's a feral cat, is hissing at you, one, either to protect its children, or two, because it's scared you're gonna hurt it. It's not like this isn't a challenge that is coming for you. It's just a challenge that happens to be in your path. Okay, and I just got more. And you are in control of the light. You see with the light. You get to illuminate. And to me, what that really means is that it's speaking of your own inner power, your own gifts, gifting, your relationship with your spiritual side, whether that's a separate entity or your own, however you look at that. There is a real, so let's just kind of go back through this to kind of sum it all up, right? Something is kind of stuck, captured. It's not moving. It's inside a cage. They are encouraging you to dive back into your spiritual life, to really just let go and let it be crazy, powerful, passionate, and love that. Love that about it. It doesn't have to be understood or in control or all of these things. It can be a chaotic mess, but there's beauty in that. From all this, from doing this, you come into this really secure place that brings in this knowledge of when it's time to rest, having a balance, being able to see the challenges but not being scared of them. And it really comes to this high priestess of, like, see the white and the black trees here, and it's like you take both sides and you've got it covered. It's just such a lot of, there's a lot of maturity in this. So, because, you know, there's always something we can take from everything that happens, I just had to pause because there was a really loud truck outside that was sweeping away the leaves. It was a street cleaner, and it just, it was like going back and forth and doing its own thing, and I had to sit here and watch it be loud, watch it do its thing, because I don't think you guys could hear it, but it really was disrupting to me. Which kind of really fits in, I think, to the Seven of Wands. Like, that's a challenge, but I can just sit back and watch. I don't have to be afraid of it, right? It's just like, well, okay, that's what that is. I do feel the need now to go ahead and come back to this Chariot card for some reason. I was noticing again, remember how I moved this to point to something? I really feel like and I felt this importance with this Chariot card. So I'm going to open up to it and see what comes. Let's see what comes. Oh, okay. What you once were. All of that strength you had, all of that greatness is still there. whatever it is that you've gone through that's kind of caused you to how do I say this? Be still for a while. For example, there's this ivy growing up all along this stone statue, right? The stone statue is still really strong, but it's not shining through because it's being overgrown with ivy. And you're still there. You're still strong. You're still you. You just haven't been, you're not being seen. You're not being seen. But that's about to change. And I'm really drawn to this wisteria. There's this wisteria plant hanging up here. And I keep hearing the sweet, sweet smell. The sweet, sweet smell of wisteria. I mean, honest with you, I actually don't know if they smell good or not. I want to say they do, but I can't remember. But that's what I'm hearing. The sweet, sweet smell. So pay attention to that. Oh, okay. All right. So similar to how she's blindfolded, she's blind. What are your other senses? What? Oh, got it. Diving back into this and being more open and fully in it, loving it unabashedly, is going to open up some new stuff for you. Yeah, it's something new, something you didn't know about yourself already. I am also noticing, and I'm trying to, this answer is coming more slowly, so perhaps it's not something for right now, but just because I want to be transparent with you and tell you everything, this, I'll just call it a Black Panther. There's these little eyes down here at the very bottom, a little star on their forehead, and it's hidden in these bushes, and there's this bird over here at the well. And I do not get the feeling that it's about to pounce. Like that's, again, it's this kind of, just because it's dark doesn't mean it's scary. The bird's not flying away, right? Just because it's hard or difficult doesn't mean it's wrong. But I do feel that that's a future thing for some other time, but I'm giving you what I saw. Okay, guys. Dive into your spiritual, open up to the possibilities of the crazy, crazy, chaotic world that it is. This is going to bring it's going to bring what you've been looking for. You've been wanting this. It's going to bring what you've been looking for. And you will be reminded you are already a high priestess. You are already that. It's just clearing off the vines, making you feel new again. Okay, guys. I really hope this is a blessing to you. I hope that on the regular you feel seen and heard and loved and cherished and all those amazing things. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Alrighty. Pile 2 with your Mexican crazy lace. Check her out. Barely fits in there. For some reason, we're gonna go like this. I don't know why, but that's what we're doing. Okay, and if you chose with your zodiac, we have Pisces, Aries, Aquarius, and Capricorn. And you have the Dream card. And we have a few Oracle cards, and then I will also use a tarot deck. Let's just go ahead and go this way. Drink deeply. Passion. Hold the connection. And Earth. If you are in, oh, you know what? I'll tell you the numbers afterwards because there might be more numbers that come out. Let's go ahead and grab this deck. This is a brand new deck to me. I don't think I explained it in the beginning. Let me show you. It's Under the Oak Tarot. Absolutely beautiful. It's kind of a little fantasy-like. It's about a girl that's blind and she goes into this world where there's all these amazing, unique creatures. And she's blind, but she still has her other senses. That was one. Yes? Okay. Oh, that is one. I am getting... Yeah? Yes? No. I am feeling at least one more. That was it. Okay. Alrighty. 9 of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Okay, we've got a lot of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles plus the Earth card, which Pentacles is and Earth are connected there. This is interesting. And 5 of... What is up? What, you saw me shuffle, guys. What is happening? All right, so let's go ahead and get into numbers if you're into those. We have 36, 29, 9, 2, 8, 5, 17, and 28. I love how they're just colorful and fun to me. So I will say the first thing that came up with this card, which I have to look up the meaning of it because I haven't memorized everything, but the first thing that came up to me is this, like, he's clearing her vision and saying, look, see. Because she is blind, right? And how can you do that if someone's blind? Well, it's like two representations, a healing, but also it is that. Okay, so what I'm really seeing here is this, like, giving her extra eyes, seeing with the third eye, really opening that up, having visuals, what comes to you in your head, right? Your mind's eye. Sorry, guys, I'm taking a moment to... It feels a little, stuck. Like... waiting. I wouldn't say stuck, waiting. That's what it feels like. Okay. All right, I want to be completely transparent with you guys. So sometimes this happens, and maybe with your pile, this is part of what they're trying to say, which would make sense. I am not connecting with these cards. I felt very clearly to put them like this. which was not the same for the first pile. I had a different layout, but it's like the general meaning of the card is not connecting for me with each other. So I will end up speaking purely oracally instead of just the meanings of the tarot. But there could be that there is a big disconnect somehow for you because of this. There's some kind of line, and it's like two, you know, one's here and one's here. And do you keep jumping across and back over? I mean, here's a line right here too. Okay, so now that that's been said, I am starting to be drawn now to things. Revision. Okay. What I'm receiving so far is you are a dreamer. And just a reminder that dreamers are a good thing. We would not have airplanes without dreamers. We would not have the things that have been invented because people have to dream and seek them out and go for it, right? I am getting that dreamer connecting to this visual with or having visions and using your mind's eye. And then I got blinded by your passion or within what you're passionate about. There's something you're not seeing. Either like an example could be not seeing the faults of a loved one because you just love them so much, right? It's like you just don't even see it. And that's usually tends to be like a beginning kind of thing, a puppy love, like at the beginning of a relationship. And I'm not saying it's in regards to a relationship. It's just there's something you're not seeing either because of your passionate, because you're so passionate, or it has to do with whatever you're passionate about. What does that mean, please? Clarity, please. Okay, this is such a weird one, guys. This is a weird pile. I don't know what's going on. This is very unusual and different from how I even usually experience these things. But I'm hearing to say the earth is attracted to the moon. The earth is attracted to the moon. And they're not giving me clarity. They're just saying, just say it. Just say it. So the earth is attracted to the moon. I'm going to assume that means something to somebody because I've got nothing else but that. Okay, and now I'm getting into the King of Pentacles with a snake here, this white snake, and holding the connection. There is something with healing and strength. So sorry. For some of you, it is a relationship. To keep tight of that, hold on to it. Strength within a relationship comes through going through stuff. And one of the things that this card did say was there's no hole that is too deep that you can't climb out. So stay strong, hold on. Now, it may not be a relationship for everybody, and so I mean, it could be a family or a friend. It could just even be like a spiritual connection. Maybe there's a particular entity or a belief that you struggle with. But there is this like, hold tight, just hold tight. Pulling the two sides together, like, you know how you had this division here. I keep seeing these as orange slices. It's like, I can't not see that for some reason. Okay, yeah, okay. So I actually just had to pause. Now, even though you guys couldn't hear it, a truck was going by that was very loud, and it's a sweeper, a street sweeper truck. And and the fact that I'm seeing this as orange slices, to me is talking about taking a break, needing nourishment, taking a break. So they might be encouraging you to just like holding strong to two separate sides and like being the bridge is really difficult. And you need to nurture yourself. You need to give to yourself. Drink deeply. Take that break. Like really have your time to breathe. Interesting. Okay. All right. And now I'm feeling the need to just completely ramble up the cards. It's okay. That's still there. Okay. Oh. Immediately I'm connected to this one right here, which is hold the connection, and then this Knight of Wands card, which is the showing of the visuals. Maintain your dreamerness, if that's even a word. Maintain that connection with your spiritual life. I am feeling now for this Five of Pentacles with the Earth card that you will be given enough. You have all the resources you need. You will be given enough. Okay. And now I'm receiving about this card to drink deeply, to, in other words, to take, really take in being proud of what you've done. Of really, okay, I had to pause again because the same street sweeper went by. But you know, I also received another bit with this, is that I had the thought of, well, you guys can't hear it, but I can hear it, and it's disturbing to me. It shakes things up. I can't just keep going while it's going by. Oh my God, and here it comes again, you guys. What are you dealing with? What are you dealing with? It's like on repeat. It's you keep getting interference. You keep getting interference. Also, just because I hear it doesn't mean you can. So what is it you're hearing in your head that others can't hear? What is this interference that's happening? And this is all right as I was about to say, be proud of how far you've come, of your getting this exactness, getting it just right, working through all the crap. But this is still the same message. This is still the same, that there's something that you're blinded about. Within your passion or because of your passion. It's okay. I wanted to get clarity, but I'm hearing there's a lot of different options here. There's too many. So I do feel that this is for each of you to do on your own, to ask for clarity about this. What do you need to take a step back from? And it doesn't mean you stop loving. It doesn't mean you no longer have passion. It just means get a different perspective, right? Like maybe take a step and go, what's the truth? What's the reality of the situation? What am I not getting? What am I not seeing? That's okay. They're telling me that that's it. Sorry, there was one more thing that I initially saw and then passed over. This dreamer to this King of Pentacles card. I strictly, truly believe there's nothing wrong with a dreamer, but a lot of people it has a negative connotation with. And so we are going that direction at the moment with, and also it's childlike, right? It's a young child here on the card. But this is the King of Pentacles. This is a strong, capable man, is what this is. And we can call it man, woman, it doesn't matter, guys. It's just the representation. So, going from, it's like you're transforming. You are currently transforming from something that was youthful to something that is solid and mature. Okay, that is it now. All right, guys, I really hope this has been a blessing for you. I truly hope that you feel seen and heard and loved, cherished, all those amazing things, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Alrighty, pile 3 with the Golden Healer. So beautiful. And then if you chose with your zodiac, we have Libra, Cancer, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. You have your Strength card. And then we have a few Oracle cards, and I will also be getting out a tarot deck. Where I know, I want this one. All right. Speak your truth. Navigation. Establish sanctuary. And upper world. Interesting. Alrighty, and I am using a brand new to me tarot deck. It's called Under the Oak Tarot. It's very cool. It's very fantasy-like. It's about a girl that goes into this world, but she's blind, but she still has all her other senses, and this world has a lot of unique, interesting creatures in it. That was one. Okay. We might get more. It's been different for every pile, so we shall see. Four of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords. Interesting. I'm gonna give you a clearer look of that. It's her blindfold. She's removing her blindfold, and there's almost like the same image of her, but in stone up here, with her hands over her eyes. It's interesting. I'm keeping this one over here because it didn't want to go back in. I initially did not feel called to take this card, but it did not want to go back in. So I'm kind of keeping it. It's got something for us, right? If you are into numbers, let me give you those. We have 32, 24, 28, 59, and 4 and 9. I am just settling into your energy. Speak your truth, establish sanctuary, navigation, upper world. You have a lot of earth and air here. You've got wings, 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 pentacles. I'm really, really focused on this. And I'm not receiving an immediate answer for it. But it's like I'm just so drawn to right here. And it's hard to even get away from it, to look elsewhere. Okay, so I'm going to take that as this should be the focus. This is what you need to be focusing on, is establishing sanctuary. You need your own space. You need your own, to speak your truth. There is something going on with you guys that there's either not enough safety or not enough rest. And your sanctuary is a place where it's peaceful. It's a place where you feel safe. You can rest and relax. It's what we think of when we say home, right? And I don't mean home, family, house. I mean home in the heart. There's also, I'm connecting right now strength and the King of Pentacles, which is basically all about being strong and capable, right? So there's no doubt about your ability here. There's no doubt about, you're not lacking the self-confidence. You are strong. Okay. So for some of you, I'm getting that you just don't tend to speak your truth a lot. You tend to give others a lot of leeway, a lot of like, you guys experience what you're going to experience, and you kind of hold yourself back. And that's not saying you're not strong or confident. That's just the way you do things. But you're going to have even more strength come from coming out with your truth. A lot more. Wow, that felt like huge. Like a leap, like over a chasm. And that's why there's so, okay, that's why your focus so much is here with establishing a sanctuary. You need your own space to yourself. Again, I'm not necessarily saying you have to have your own home, your house or something, but you need sanctuary in order to be able to deal with everything that's going to come from speaking your truth. So this to me is actually feeling a little bit more on the lines of writing a book or a blog or, you know, doing something that's actually making it public, not just to your sister or, you know, whatever it is. There's something bigger here that, yeah, because you've got the upper world here, which is that whole as above, so below kind of thing. It's going to affect, wow. Wow, you guys. I'm having a lot of empathic crap going on. It's not bad. It's just, you know, little moments here. They're like, whoa, okay, all right. Your speaking your truth is really going to affect a lot, and not just here on earth, but in the spiritual world as well, metaphysically speaking, all of that. Hmm. Okay, I really want, I paused for just a second, just being transparent with you guys. I really wanted to whew, take a moment with this card in particular. I'm getting this very roundabout thing now. Roundabout thing. You have been trudging through something, and it is very spiritual. Now, whether you see it as it's just an earthly matter or not, it's things that happen. Can I give an example, please? Things that happen here on earth, like normal circumstances. Let's say I said sister earlier. Let's say you're arguing with your sister, and most people are just gonna be like, oh, it's just an argument with my kid sister or whatever. It's what we do. It's, you know, it's life, blah blah blah. Well, there's a whole metaphysical side. There's a whole energy. Energy happens. We now know that everything is actually energy, and so that argument with your sister is energy, right? What happens with that? Where does it go? What's happening? So this is just my example to say that there's a lot more going on spiritually than most people are aware of. Some of you know, some of you already know, but you've been trudging. So let's get back to this. You've been trudging through, and this whole spiritual experience, whatever it is that needs to come forward, oh, okay. And that I was just reminded, sorry, I was reminded that when I initially wanted to pick up this card, I wanted to be like, bam, you know, sorry if that was loud. I wanted to smack on it like this card. And you are strong. You chose the strength card. You are strong enough to put this away. This is representing sorrow, conflicts, challenges, just deep battles. You are strong enough to deal with this, whatever this is representing in your life. You even got a snake here too on this. Oh, see if you can see it. There's a snake right there. I mean, even this person, this blind woman, right, the child, I don't know what she is, but this blind girl that goes to this realm and experiences all these different things, she is taking the blinders off. She is strong. She's going, I don't need to be in this all the time. I don't need to put up with this. She's walking away. She's being strong. Yeah? Okay. All right. Top card, 5 of Pentacles. What are we doing with this? Okay. So, I am getting, just oracly, guys, this is not the card, but I am getting companionship with this card. There's, again, there's a snake. So you will either be brought new companions or you have companions currently that are helping you through. And just because you're strong doesn't mean you don't need help. I know you're strong enough to get through this and to conquer this, right? But that does oftentimes include spiritual entities or best friends, family members, whatever it is. But they are saying you've got companions with you. And okay, and I wanted to place it with this card, which is the upper world. So they are also saying you have spiritual companions that are helping. To remember that, to rely on it. I am now hearing visit them more often. Like actually go to them. You take that how you will. But I'm getting this visual of this flight, like you getting wings and just flying up and going up to their level rather than sitting down on the earth, going up into the sky. So you reach for them. That doesn't mean they don't come down to you, they do, but the encouragement right now is to consistently, you fly up, you fly up. Anything else, please? Any more? Do not be put off by the time frame of speaking your truth. This, okay, here's an example, guys. All my life, I have wanted to write a children's book. All my life. I have sat down, I can't tell you how many times, to write a children's book, and it will not come out of me. It just won't. It's like I start and it just writer's block or something. Now, I've been doing this, trying to write for, gosh, more than 20 years. And it at times has been frustrating. I think, well, maybe this is not my path. Well, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about the time. Don't worry about it. At some point, it will come out. You do not need to fast forward or rush this. In fact, rushing it won't help. Okay. So right there, when I said that, I felt this pullback of, well, I don't want to cause damage. You know, it's either good or bad. It's either, okay, so don't rush. Okay, because if I did rush, that means it would be bad, right? It's going to cause heartache or hurt. No, no. And it's not like you're thinking all these thoughts that I just said out loud. It's not that either. It's just, that was the feeling that I got. Rushing it is not going to suddenly make it horrible and affect people in a bad way. They're just saying take your time and don't worry about it. Don't worry about how long it takes. Just do it as you need to. I am now drawn to this, the upper world card. There's these, I don't know what they are, but they're like little diamonds or squares or something. And there's a lot of them, and it's like flying through this, and they go past. And what I'm getting with that at the moment, you might be getting something else. Pay attention to your own intuition. But what I'm getting at the moment is this effect you have. This, gosh. It's like what you're going to do is going to divide up into a million pieces and go out into the world and affect others. And because this is guaranteed, I truly believe that some things are predestined and some things we have our own free will on. And I believe that this for you is predestined. This is something you are meant to do in order to help, be of service to others. And that's why you don't need to worry about rushing it, because it will happen at the right time. You just go through the process. Just go through it. Okay, there we go. Now I feel clear. All right, guys. I truly hope this was a blessing for you. I really hope that you regularly feel seen, heard, loved, understood, cherished, all those amazing things. And I'll see you guys next time.